Hello, and you're listening to another episode of Listen to Local with Adam Velo, and I'm Adam Velo. And today we have an artist that is very much about the big feelings and emotions of the world. Initially from Ireland, moved to Australia, and here today for Listen to Local we have Kayls. So welcome to the show.
Hi.
Pleasure to have you here, and we're talking about
Thank
your
you.
brand new single, Moon Song. We'll get to that in a second, of course. But on that, on that space theme and what the events of this week, did you happen to have a chance to see the aurora that was visible the other night?
I didn't. I saw so many people posting about it after the fact, and I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like I had a prime like promo opportunity that I
Yeah.
slept through.
Well, we've all been there. Like, could have been perfect. But yes, nothing you can do about that now.
What can you
Uh,
do?
But yeah, of course, you're here to talk about Moon Song. So, Moon Song is an extremely deep song as you go through your mental health challenges you're experienced. How important is it for you personally to speak out about it?
Um, Honestly, I think I think I didn't really realize at the start, I guess, how important it was to kind of
Mm,
talk about it. I just always known that. Like, I don't know, in a way, I think it's a bit taboo for people still to talk
mm,
about in terms of like being neurodivergent and or also, yeah, having like mental health issues. And it's been one of those like you kind of feel like you have to keep quiet. And
yeah,
so like sort of once we'd written the song, I was like, no, like I need to share this. I need other people to validate the fact that I'm not the only one experiencing this. But I also, yeah, like I also wanted other people to know that they're not alone, like not even just for myself. And so if it meant I don't think I'm gonna change the world by putting out the song, but I'd like to hope that by putting it out it will spark some sort of maybe important conversation or change, I guess.
yeah. I mean, if it's not about the general amount, but like if you can get a few people out there to have that conversation, it's such an
Yeah,
important
exactly.
topic. I'm neurodivergent myself, so like that. This is why your music does relate to me on the themes that we
Yeah.
discuss here, of course. But yeah, throughout the process, yeah, you talk about the fact you were able to write it with Max Jacobs, who helped you a lot. What was the best part of working with Max during this process?
Honestly, I think he's just got the most magical brain, and you can
Mm,
give him like a 2 second clip of like a reference track or something, and suddenly he's got like all these ideas and he's tapping away on the computer
yeah,
and
yeah.
building like this whole world for it before you've even opened your mouth. And I think being able to have that with someone and there was just that immediate like energy in the room of okay, like this is a safe space, like
Mm,
we can lock in and make a really,
yeah.
really good song and it was super, super effortless. So I think yeah, maybe just I guess maybe just yeah, how good he was with like just coming up with ideas and stuff. Because
Mm,
I'm very I find that I can't write a full song if I don't have some sort of melody or music going.
yeah.
And sometimes I think when working with other people, that can be a bit difficult because they need you to sort of have a semblance of what the whole song is going to be so they can help you achieve that. Whereas that's
Mm,
not how my brain works, and I need the sounds before I can make the words. And so I think we worked really well in that regard of, yeah, hey, give him 2 seconds and he's got like this whole thing ready for you to write some lyrics to.
yeah, that's fantastic for yeah, I mean obviously with the the content required that was in this that eventually came from this song, the fact that you can have someone that you can confide into as well with be like
Yeah, that as
yeah,
well. I think that's why the song never existed before that because
mm,
like I'd never really felt, I guess, safe enough to sort of be able to write a song about that or feel comfortable sort of sharing any of that information
mm,
because you get worried people are going to perceive you differently if you open up. But like Max has been a safe space for me, for a couple of years now. And so
mm.
like we got in the room and I immediately like I didn't even mean to write the song. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna write about today. And then suddenly like I'd written this whole really deep and emotional song and been the most vulnerable I'd ever been.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also it's very interesting the fact that it's your second release, so you've gone in pretty much straight on the deep end with the second release. I mean, first one was called "I Want to Die," so like I guess it does make sense when
The
you
big feelings were evident long ago.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No real hidden agenda there, but that's a fantastic part. Yeah, obviously, as I say, "Want to Die" was the debut release, which made quite a statement with people like Claire Mooney, um, and obviously Triple J Unearthed and Triple J of the main platform play. So, what have you taken from that release to take into the process of putting Moonsong out there?
I think just understanding that, like, I guess no matter how you feel about a song, that's not how everyone else is gonna feel about it. Like, I
Mm,
like the songs that I'm putting out. I wouldn't be putting them out if I didn't like them. But I think very much, you sort of have that self-doubt, of course, always. And I think my songs are nowhere near as good as they might actually be. And
mm.
like when releasing I Want to Die, I was like, it's gonna get like 5 streams, and like they're all gonna
Yeah,
be my mom and like my brothers. And again, yeah, suddenly it was getting played on Triple J on Earth. Like it was received really, really well. So I think the main sort of thing I took into this release was just to let things happen, and other people are always gonna enjoy your art more
mm,
than you are. And I guess just to have that quiet confidence in your work and try not to have that self-doubt.
yeah. Which coincidentally was something that you kind of touch on in this song, the
Yeah,
themes of it,
exactly.
with analyst paralysis. I'm sorry for my pronunciation there.
You're all good.
Is obviously, yeah, it's decision fatigue and the like. What does it feel like in your mind when you get in that position?
I think it can, it's just again with the back to the big feelings thing, which is my
Mm,
whole brand. I think having to make any sort of decision or having that self-doubt is so overwhelming. I tend to feel things, no matter what the emotion is, very, very, very big. So if it
yeah,
happens to be a negative emotion, so so to speak, it can put you in kind of like a really dark place.
yeah.
And so. Yeah, I think I don't know if that makes any sense,
No,
but
that makes total
I
sense. Yeah,
think
yeah.
yeah, that's sort of how it feels.
Obviously, with the fact it's about discovering yourself and discovering your identity after become at least finding out about being neurodivergent. Did you feel like a clarity in the process that putting on paper, of course.
Yeah, honestly, I think in a way it helped me sort of more than I was realizing in the moment because I didn't figure out I was like I've had like mental health issues have been diagnosed since I
Mm.
was maybe like 12 or 15, so I've known for about 10 years. And then, like, I didn't really figure out that I was neurodivergent until I was honestly maybe like 2 years ago when I was like 20. So
Yeah,
you've suddenly, you've been feeling this whole way for basically your entire life, and you're like, I don't know why I feel like this. I don't know, like, what is this? What is going on? It wasn't until I'd sort of become friends with neurodivergent people, and they were like, "Hey, you're one of us." And so even still, when you sort of discover that, it's very like it can be very sort of daunting and very isolating in that even though you've now maybe got this support network of like-minded people, you know, again, because you don't want people to perceive you differently, you're not opening up and you're sort of keeping it to yourself. And so I think I
Mm.
didn't realize that I needed to write the song. And then once I'd written the song, I think over the past couple months, it's made it a lot easier to be more honest and be more open with people about my experiences. But I think also again knowing that this song was gonna come out, I was like, they're all gonna know anyway. There's no point in
True.
hiding it anymore. I don't think I mask very well to begin with, but I was like, whether I do or whether I don't, I'm like, there's no point in trying to mask that anymore.
No,
So once I'd
exactly.
written the song, I was like, okay, guys, this is me. Hello.
Hello, world. This is me.
Hey guys.
But no, it is funny that you point out that neurodivergent people, or like in a way, they do attract other neurodivergent people. Like I'm not sure what it is. I guess it's the fact that our minds work similarly, even though it's not a visible disability
Yeah.
aside from the masking aspect and all, but yeah.
I feel like there's just some sort of like invisible magnet, and we're all like, okay, you get me. Because yeah, I feel like genuinely probably like 95% of the people that I am friends with are neurodivergent, whether I've realized it at the time of becoming friends or not.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I think we all just collectively congregate.
Yeah, yeah, we just have the same aura apparently. What's it like? I mean, obviously, a lot of people with neurodivergent brains talk about, sensitivity towards loud noises or otherwise similar um, adjacent concepts. So, as a musician, which who deals with loud noises as a regular, what's it like, and how do how do you ever get overwhelmed, or is it a safe space for you?
I think for the most part, because it's sort of like an expected
Mm,
loud noise in a way, I think my brain can adjust to it and sort of be used to it because I'm going into a session or I'm going into a gig knowing, okay, I will be hearing these noises,
yeah,
like I will be sort of a little bit overwhelmed. So in a way, like you kind of don't really notice it in some
mm,
aspects. I find just like always having earplugs or headphones on me helps a lot, just in case I do get overwhelmed. I can just pop them in or pop the headphones
yeah,
on, and it sort of reduces that noise factor a bit. Um, and so I think, yeah, like music also just, yeah, is a safe space for me in general, both emotionally and sort of for my brain. So I think
mm,
that, yeah, you kind of tend to overlook the aspects that might get a bit much. In
yeah,
saying that, there is times when like I'm listening to music because I just listen to music a lot in general, where I will
mm,
literally have to stop the music and like rip off my headphones and be like, guys, don't talk to me, don't look at me, this is
yeah.
too much.
Valid as well. Yes. No.
I find
Yes.
also because I tend to listen to like whether I'm like writing something or just listening to music in general from a fan perspective, I tend to like fixate on like one song and listen to it for like an hour straight, and it gets to the
Yeah.
point where I'm like, no, I cannot do it. Get off of me. I don't want to look at you anymore.
Yeah. Just after 300 plays the same, that might
I'm
be
like,
enough.
God,
No.
stop it. It's too much.
No, it's interesting. I feel like even that, despite that, concept of loud noises, it is something that neurodivergent individuals do gravitate towards is music, and I guess it is
Yeah,
because it's that.
1000%.
I guess it is because it's that predicted aspect rather than
Yeah,
unpredictable, and it may quieten down the outside noise for a little while, of course.
just a little
Yeah,
bit.
just a little bit. Uh, but yeah, of course, when you're performing yourself, do you ever are you conscious of making the space for other neurodivergent people comfortable as well to listen to, or yeah, is that just how it is, of course?
I think it just automatically by because my set, like my live set at the moment, is acoustic. So I
Mm,
think by default it's automatically
true.
a lot more, I guess, neurodivergent friendly than like hella metal concert with like big loud tracks. And I think I'm a very quiet singer
Mm,
and like I'm a very quiet like vocal projector. And so I think it creates a much softer atmosphere just from the get-go.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Again, most of my friends are neurodivergent. I have yet to have anyone complain about the noise level so far, so I think we're doing okay.
Doing well, all right. I mean, from my perspective, your voice is absolutely gorgeous, and the
Oh,
way that
thank you.
you put the words out onto stage, it's absolutely fabulous.
Thank you
And
so much.
for the people that are in Sydney, you are actually performing at night one of the Chance Genre Euphoria Month at the Metro
Yes, I
Theatre
am.
alongside Worm Girls and Sonny Morris. What are you most excited about this?
Um, my friends are organizing the gig, so I think I'm just
True.
really excited that I get to help my friends out with the gig. But otherwise, because I only sort of came out as like non-binary a couple of months ago, I think more than
Yeah.
anything, I'm just excited to play an event that specifically gravitated towards
Mm,
like like projecting, yeah, like projecting and amplifying like gender diverse voices. Because I
mm,
think we don't like I think we need to do a lot more work on that in the live music scene and in sort of making things a bit more equal and diverse. And so I think I'm just really excited that I get to play an event like that. And it's also really validating again for someone who did come out so recently to be like, hey, we think you fit, you think you fit the category of being diverse individual. And it's like, it makes me feel really validated. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, and lineup is fantastic, and the general concept, of course, just it's fantastic to see people putting these events on, and yeah, promoting the voices that have tend to be softened for the last, yeah, I mean, however many years in the
Yeah.
industry. Yeah. What Aussie acts do you adore right now? I mean, I obviously saw the reel you had with Reverie Australia, so I think I know one of them. But what other Aussie acts are you loving at the moment?
Um, as you just point, I'm gonna say it again. Rage Flower.
Fair enough.
She's literally the most incredible artist, and she's had a really insane couple of months with people, suddenly discovering her, and she's gotten a lot bigger. Who else? I would say Funeral, Junior, Loretta. I'm really loving Lonnie McLeod from Brisbane at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yep.
Um, Teenage Jones, like Logan Stone. We've got so many incredible Australian artists at the moment, and I love all of them so much.
We really do, yeah. The independent scene is just absolutely popping off at the moment, like obviously the mainstream as well, but like I feel like the independent stuff is some of the best that we've really ever produced at the moment.
Yeah.
Personally, yeah. And yeah, if people were looking for your work, of course, your songs with Moon Song and I Want to Die, where can people find it and contact
So
and
you can find me on like streaming services. It's just Kayls,
yeah,
Kayls, and
yeah.
then all my social media is under Kayls IRL. So you can find me there. I'm fun and I'm maybe a bit crazy, but it's fine. You'll have a good time.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think that's how we describe the listen to local experience. It's fun and a little bit crazy. So definitely aligns in those values.
Yeah, exactly.
What's one lyric from Moonsong that is the one that sits with you the best when you're up there producing or singing it?
Um, Not to be like really dark, but the still think everyone hates me, they probably do that like pre-chorus because I think both from like an imposter syndrome sense of now going from being a fan to an artist
Mm.
and also just from like the neurodivergent perspective in general, like I have a really hard time thinking that people actually like me and want to hear what I have to say. And again, particularly when I'm on stage, some of the thoughts that are running through my head are, oh my God, do I sound like terrible right now? Like, does anyone actually want to be here? Does anyone like this? Um, so I think that's probably the lyric that sits with me the most.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I th it's interesting the concept of that little voice in the back of your brain. It's entirely going against you. Like, how did your own brain want you to fail somehow?
Exactly. It's like, can you please help me out here?
Yeah, like, I'm doing hard enough already. I do not need my own brain being like, nope, not today.
I've already got enough enemies. I don't need me to be my own one.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you'll have many enemies after these releases because you're such a
I hope
great
so.
artist, and hopefully you get the same response with Triple J and other platforms for this song as well. So yeah, thank you so much for having on today. It's been a pleasure having you on.
Thank you. Very cool to be here. This was a really good interview.
Thank you.